Welcome back to the Veritas Podcast. I'm your producer and co-host, Scott Fowler, and I'm here with Dr. Latchin Hatemi, owner of Veritas Urgent Care. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah, so what do you want to talk about today, Dr. Hatemi?
We're going to talk about Lexington. A lot of things going on in Lexington. I want to talk about it and the future of Lexington. You know, my urgent care is in the middle of, in the busiest part of Lexington, town of Lexington, and I live in the town of Lexington. At one point, I ran for the town council unsuccessfully, but I did. A lot of moving pieces in the local community, which I'm excited about. I want to talk about those, and we can talk about what Lexington needs moving forward.
Yeah, I feel most of my clients are in Lexington as well. And technically, I live in Lexington County, as do you.
Yeah, I live in town of Lexington. It's like within walking distance to downtown, so. I
drive across the dam from Irmo way more than I'd like to admit every week, multiple times.
I mean, Lexington is, first of all, according to news, South Carolina is #1 state, growth-wise, people moving into. So we are, the whole country is moving to South Carolina. And within South Carolina, there are some areas, Greenville, Charleston, obviously, and Lexington, South Carolina. So we are one of the top spots people moving into. And there are many reasons people moving here because of low taxes, good lifestyle, good schools.
Low cost of living.
The lake is a huge one. People love the lake lifestyle. The weather is good. A lot of good things and cheaper, you know. If you're moving from California and New York, and I lived in New York, this place is a blessing. I mean,
I knew an attorney, and she's retired, who lived in a $1.5 million, very modest home in Los Angeles. And in 2021, chose to move to South Carolina because she was able to get a 6,000 square foot home for less than $500,000 in Blythewood.
Yep, the $6,000 home in Los Angeles would be worth probably $4 million.
Yes,
and you can even afford the property taxes every year. It's just crazy with the price differential, and our weather is very nice. We have an amazing lake in our backyard.
Yeah, well over 300 miles of waterfront lake right there.
And you can, if you get bored, you can go to Charleston for a day trip. You can go to the mountains to Asheville.
You're 2.5 hours from King Street, which is the heart of Charleston.
Yeah.
You're 2.5 hours from downtown Asheville. 2.5 hours from the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Yeah. Close to Atlanta, close to Charlotte. I mean, it's just a great spot to live and raise your kids and even retire. So I know a lot of people are not happy because it's getting crowded and traffic is getting out of control, but I don't think we can really stand on the way of growth. It's going to happen. We might as well embrace it and grow responsibly and do the right thing. Encourage it. I mean, it's going to happen, guys. I mean, I know some of you guys are upset about it. You don't want Lexington to get too crowded, want to have the small town feel, but we cannot stop growth. I mean, growth is going to happen. It's private property. People are going to buy property here, and we're going to improve it and bring businesses, and we need to embrace it. I mean, might as well. I know there's arguments going on to limit building permits.
Sure.
To a certain degree. I mean, we can slow it down, but it's not gonna completely prevent growth. What do you think about the hotel? They are building tomorrow is the town hall meeting about the hotel. Yes. They're discussing it downtown. I think about 100 rooms, 101 rooms, something like that.
Something like that. Has the permit been approved?
I think they're discussing tomorrow to get it approved. So
I think it's really exciting. It's needed.
Absolutely.
And I hope it happens because there's a lot of people who are staying, in Irmo to come to Lexington. And there's not a nice Hilton Marriott style property around the area.
And I think this hotel, we're going to get a rooftop hotel or a bar.
Rooftop bar
facing the main street. That's a great addition. Yes. And then, we're going to have 100 extra rooms. And people who stay in these rooms, we're going to patronize the businesses downtown, Absolutely. Use the hotels, the restaurant. It's going to use everything. I mean, even my clinics.
Yeah, absolutely. The more people we can get in as travelers, the more reviews they're going to leave for these restaurants and bars, the more people who are going to come and want to come check them out because you've got all these visitors coming in as well.
And this is not the outside group. So the group who is building this hotel is actually my friend, and they already own the Holiday Inn on the same street, down the street. So these guys know what they are doing. They are not building extra rooms. They're not going to kill other hotels because they own those hotels.
Yeah, they're not going to compete with themselves.
Yeah, they're not competing with themselves. So they know what they're doing. Their hotel is at capacity. So that's why they have the confidence to build another hotel with 100 rooms just within walking distance to their existing hotels. So don't worry. It will do business. It will prosper. So business-wise, this hotel will do very, very well. Of course, people concerned about the traffic and parking situation. They have parking figured out. There's a lot of parking straight down parallel to the main street. But, our people freak out when they cannot park on the street, like right in front of the business. They have to walk a block or two, and there's parking. It's going to help the restaurants. And we have new restaurants. We have Barrios, a new taco. Did you ever go there?
No.
I never had the opportunity. I heard a lot of good things about their tacos and their drinks. So I'm definitely going to try that. See this. And then there's a taco sushi coming and a wine bar coming too.
Yeah, I was telling Dr. Hatemi earlier that, Anthony Bourdain, the infamous traveler and chef, said that wine bar is like printing money. So it's a great business idea. If you can get those wealthy individuals in to pay $10, $12 for a glass of wine and give them the experience they want, you will succeed, because at that same time, a good wine bar, if you look at Lula Drake on Main Street, have you been there?
Yeah, I've been there.
Small spot, but they brought in a really well-known, nice chef to come in. And he just did more like tapas, small meals. It's nothing big, so you don't need a large kitchen. But if you bring in someone who prepares a really nice menu to go right along with that wine bar, you're going to have wealthy individuals showing up.
Absolutely. And these are high-end establishments. Taco Sushi is a nice place too. I mean, it's not high-end, but it's very popular.
Yeah, it's very
successful.
Popular. I remember the one downtown right off Assembly Street.
Yeah. And then there's a Barrios is booming. I mean, they're always packed.
Yeah, Mexican's Lexington's favorite food, for sure.
So, you have 3 new businesses and a hotel. So 4 new businesses coming to the road. And then I think they're doing something new with the newspaper building, Lexington Dispatch. I think they're turning into a boutique, something like that. It's we're gonna be a destination. I mean, people are gonna drive in from even Colombia to come to our venues here, and it's gonna bring this high-end, fun town feel to Lexington. So it's good for us. I'm very excited about that. And so what do you think Lexington needs moving forward? Like, there's a lot of questions going around.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that I've heard they want a real entertainment venue in Lexington, someplace where they can have a bar with music, maybe, as big as the size of the Senate, which is, I think, about 1,500 people. That way you can bring in some nationally touring acts outside of downtown Columbia and give them a new or a different stop at a brand new place here in Lexington, because where the Senate is, that's a over 25-year-old building. So you need something new, more modern, updated to really attract the new folks here in Lexington.
And, maybe another beer garden. I mean, we have Hazelwood, so it's pretty nice. So we might need a bigger one for bigger. We might have I know we're opening a pickleball court in West Columbia. Do you think anybody wants to open in Lexington too?
Well, they're already building that pickleball court right on 378.
But that's in West Columbia, right?
Oh, yeah, West Columbia, technically, yes.
Yeah.
I think that's about as close as they'll come for now. My guess is they just needed the land and it was less expensive out there in case.
Did you hear about there's another pickleball court by the Riverbank Zoo they're building?
Yeah, it's a really controversial topic. A lot of people don't want something down there on the place that they've been going for 30 or more years to view the beauty of the river, and there'll be other places for that. I think it would be amazing, but a lot of those people who enjoyed going down to the river and walking through the woods there are really upset about that opportunity.
Like, there's a destruction of natural habitat for a lot of animals, and I'm all for growth, but I'm also big time nature guy, so I really don't want them to cut trees and all that just to make place for a pickleball. I mean, I think we have enough empty spaces like we can salvage. like one place, like we have the parking lot of the Kmart, old Kmart here in Lexington. I mean, they're asking for $2.5 million for it, but that would be a perfect place for pickleball.
That would be.
That would be a great venue. What else do you think Lexington is? I mean, everybody wants a Trader Joe. There's a big controversy going on.
So I've researched the Trader Joe's controversy a lot. Now, I don't know if this is true, so don't quote me on it. But I believe that Trader Joe's is a very, very left-leaning company, and they do not want to be in a conservative town.
Really?
Really. I believe that's why Trader Joe's, and I could be wrong, again, that they have said, possibly publicly, that they will not put a Trader Joe's in Lexington. They want to stay in that blue area downtown.
I mean... I love Trader Joe's.
I know, me too. I would love to have one.
I would love to have one here, and I mean they will do very well too.
They would, and
they would crush it.
They know that, and I think they're staying away from it purposefully. That they choose to go to blue cities.
That's sad. This breaks my heart. What else do you think Lexington can benefit? I mean, music venue, I agree. I mean, I know we have the Ice House Amphitheater, but
yes.
Some indoor place I can go grab inside. A drink and watch country music. I mean, I'm not a country music fan, but I would love to have the venue.
Yeah, any touring acts. You know, it could be comedians, bands, DJs, you know, all different types of entertainment could come, because there's a lot of people who really don't enjoy leaving Lexington and having to go downtown to see something like this, that I think it would be very successful right here.
A comedy club. That's actually a pretty good idea.
I would love for a comedy club to come to Lexington. That would be amazing. You know, there was a comedy club that opened up in West Columbia for a couple of years, but it failed. It's really hard to do. It's hard to make money.
Why is that? Do you know why the comedy clubs are extremely hard to manage?
It's tough because you get a lot of you have to do an open mic, for example, if you have a comedy club, and then you're going to bring in all the comics in town. Like there's an open mic at the Art Bar downtown every Tuesday, and they get 20, 30 plus comics to sign up every week for 5 minutes of stand up. But a lot of those comics don't spend money at the bar because a lot of comedians are really poor. And so you can't count on the comics to spend money. So then you have to build up an audience to come in, and that's really challenging. I think it would be amazing if someone could bring in touring comics to Lexington. I think there's like comedy is blowing up right now. And I think it would be a great thing to do. I think it would be a challenge. You would need someone with some experience in the comedy world.
You know, maybe in the museum, small comic. How many like people you need to have in a comedy show? Like 40, 50 maybe?
Yeah, you could do 40, 50.
Yeah, that'd be great to have a comedy club in Lexington, Lake Murray Comedy Club or something like that, you know. All this, I think there's a compounding effect of all these venues. I think like you open one or two, it brings more businesses for other businesses. So they all like have this effect of collateral benefit, you know, because people come to a venue, you know, after the show, they might want to go downtown, grab a drink, or they want to pre-drink before, or they want to eat out, or they want to go do some shopping before they come. So we want Lexington to be a destination from somebody from Colombia to come and spend money.
Yeah.
I think Lexington has this opportunity. And that hotel, I think, will add a lot. You know, that's like 100, 200 customers every night, like there. Almost.
Yeah, you know that those weekends, that hotel is going to be, 75% or more capacity every weekend. So that's, 100 people are going to be doing stuff right downtown.
There's more 100 people for Alo Diaz, 100 people for Cat Cowboy, 100 people for Mediterranean Cafe.
Bubba's Biscuits for breakfast.
Bubba's Biscuit in the morning. Hell, Arif, you would do good. It's amazing. It's like, and there's a lot of housing developments coming along too. I mean, they cleared up behind the courthouse. They cleared up a large area. I think they have. My friend Chris Farley is doing something there. But going to build a lot of properties. I'm looking forward to that. I have a property in the same neighborhood, so I'm kind of watching it very carefully.
Those values are going to go up.
Well, it's going to go up. I think Lexington will be a very exciting town. A lot of things are going to happen here. I think it adds. I mean, it's already a popular destination. Now it's going to be more and more popular because of all these activities going around. I'm looking forward to it. And the town council is kind of changed. You know, there's new Will Allen is there. From Mama Rabbits, you know, he's in hospitality business, on the restaurant. Gavin is very interesting background too. Gavin hopefully will add younger people. I think our population's changing, getting younger and younger in the town council. And, you know, those young people hopefully will come with newer ideas, more energy.
Yeah, there's also been a turnover of staff at the chamber, at the Lexington chamber.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing new marketing for the area, so they're trying to stay fresh and bring all those people in as well. Yeah,
and the new businesses, you know, we have strong base, and I think new businesses are going to come to town. Colombia is going through a huge transformation too. I mean, and then while we talk about Colombia, since this is about Lexington, it's going to have a spillover effect. I mean, people work in Colombia sometimes live in Lexington.
Oh yeah,
you know, some of those people work for that factory, electric vehicle car factory. They're going to live in Lexington and commute. And that's going to create a lot of jobs too, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, lots going on in Colombia. You know, you've got Huico Beer Garden in West Colombia, and the housing around there has gone up to $200 per square foot.
Like residential or commercial?
Residential.
Why?
Because it's right there next to that beer garden. If you build a brewery, that's millennials want to. A lot of people, not just millennials, want to live near that brewery, beer garden area, and all around. And it just those property values go up. They want to be in that walking distance area.
Good. I have a couple properties close to Waco too.
Yeah,
I have two properties on Augusta Road.
Yeah, that place is really blowing up right around there.
There's some other stuff. You know, they're opening that pickleball, and then. There's a nursing school coming in right across to Lexington Medical Center in West Columbia, I believe. So wow. There's a big construction going on there. And I think they are building a huge apartment complex there, like 1,000 units, like wow. Literally like. So that's going to bring a lot of residents there.
Yes, absolutely. And the fact that, most nursing schools are on a wait list, that tells you right there that it's needed.
Yeah, nursing is a huge shortage there, and nursing staff, and that's going to bring more money, more businesses, more everything. You know, I'm excited about that. So, I own urgent care, so it's kind of a unique perspective because I see people when you move from a different state to South Carolina. First thing you need your meds and you need your medications, and if something goes wrong with you, you need to get a doctor. And most of the people don't have their primary care established, so they come to urgent care. Mm-hmm. I mean, I see people from New Jersey, New York, Chicago, LA, crazy numbers of people. Like every day they're moving here. Mm-hmm. And I asked them, what brought you here? A job. What brought you here? Nothing. Just looked up on the map, places to live, and it was a top destination.
Yeah, to hear people say that because it's true and it doesn't happen in other areas.
Yeah, people come here and, they talk about a recession or some kind of a decline in real estate. And I'm a real estate guy too. And I think nationwide, we're going to have a drop in real estate. But I don't think Lexington will be one of those spots.
I don't think it'll be affected as much.
I think the demand is so strong that because of this migration from out of the state, I think Lexington real estate will continue to be valuable.
Absolutely.
So if you want to buy a house and you're waiting for the prices to drop, I don't think a whole lot will drop. I think you should buy it, maybe a little bit, but I don't think you should delay buying a piece of property.
Yeah, I'm going to look up Lexington news to see what happens.
Properties are. I bought my house, and now the price is like $80,000 more than what I paid for in 4 short years. That's like 50% appreciation in like 4 or 5 years, which is unheard of. Mm-hmm. Like what the average house appreciates like 3-4%, in 5 years is 20%. but mine increasing 50%. I think that's partially inflation and partially the huge, strong demand. I mean, people need housing, and they move in and they buy houses, and sometimes the new market inventory is not deep enough to cover that need.
There's also the new Pillion development.
Oh, how big is that one?
144 new single-family homes.
144 houses coming to Pillion?
Yes, this is back in August.
Wow.
So it was approved in June.
And Red Bank is out of control. I mean, Red Bank is like exploding. I mean, they're building a 1,200 unit. I don't know how big is that new development coming on Red Bank, just down the street from this museum.
Yeah, so 57-acre housing and retail development at Red Bank.
How big is that?
A 50-acre plot of land off Platte Springs Road. And they don't know yet exactly what all they're going to put there, but it's going to be residential.
There's shopping, there's residential. That's going to be huge too. That's going to be big.
Yeah, mixed-use development. That's what it's going for. But they're saying that there's a Lexington real estate boom in the Red Bank area.
Oh, yeah. You know, Red Bank had a bad reputation. You know, sometimes they talk about high crime rates. They call them meth central. I mean, there's still some criminal activity going on, certain pockets in Red Bank, but I think in general, Red Bank is changing its image. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's more shopping there. There's a huge, Walmart, Lowe's there. I mean, there's a lot of going on in that area.
Yeah, it's completely gone from a agricultural area 20 years ago to being a real estate hotspot. Right now, it's changed so much.
I mean, land is cheap. I guess that's one of the reasons, like cheap land. And
it was available.
It was available. And, Lexington, I mean, no offense, but our politicians are not that friendly in Lexington, town of Lexington, limiting permits and kind of hostile towards builders. And, builders were going to build, and there's a demand, so they go in the outskirts of town of Lexington, building in Red Bank and even Batesburg, Leesville. They are thinking about building some there. But
I think Batesburg, Leesville will be the next expansion.
Yeah. Batesburg, Leesville, especially they're expanding that road that goes from Lexington to Batesburg, Leesville. They're going from 2 lanes to 4 lanes. And once that completes, I think that's going to channel the development. I mean, they are building that for a reason. They think like there's going to be a lot of growth.
Yes.
And the Batesburg, Leesville area is, I invest very heavily in that area. I mean, I already own 3 properties, and I'm in the process of buying more. I think it's also close to Augusta.
Yes.
And people who doesn't want to live in Augusta, they want more space and more money, more land. They treat Batesburg, Leesville as a bedroom community too.
Yeah.
So
especially if maybe you work at the NSA, they have a big location in Augusta.
Yeah.
You might want to live in Batesburg.
National security?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Really. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. A friend of mine speaks Farsi, used to work there.
Actually, I know a couple of people who speak Farsi.
They could get a job.
They're spying on other people. But
I'm going to reset the camera. Tell us about what you've purchased in Batesburg.
So in Batesburg, I bought Garber's. It used to be a clothing store. People who grew up in Batesburg, Leesville, will probably know about it. It used to be the place to go. It used to be a department store, kind of like Belk's. It closed down, changed ownership. It was in bad shape. So I purchased it to bring it back to life. So it's going to be 7,000 square feet of space, right on North Oak. So it's downtown Batesburg. And I am very, very excited about that street because it's going to change soon. They are building a garage house that's going to open tomorrow.
Nice.
There's an axe throwing place across the street, and you guys already know there's a root cellar there. I think there's right in front of me, they're building a fishing and hunting store.
Okay, that always does well.
Yeah, so that's what I heard. They might be different, but they're under construction.
Guns and ammo is going to do well.
Yeah. And I might open a dance school there. Right now the plan is to open a dance school. So for little kids to go there to learn how to dance. So you might see little girls coming up with ballerina dresses there. If I can find somebody to run it. And
Yeah,
I'm not going to operate it, obviously. I have no clue about dancing.
Yeah, if you look at some of the dance studios in town, Southern Strut and Irmo, for example, their classes fill as soon as they become available.
Yeah.
So there is definitely a need.
I forget the name, but the person who runs the dance school in Batesburg, Leesville, have some interaction on Facebook, and they said they are running out of space and they need a bigger space.
Yeah.
So mine is 7,000 square foot, so maybe we work something out. If they can afford the rent, they might use that space for it. I would love to have a dance school there. I think that's a great need because when I ask for people what to do, they ask for stuff for families to do.
Yes.
Especially kids and teenagers.
Exactly.
And dance school is a great thing to do there. So if I can get somebody to operate a dance school out of that building, it will make me very happy. Hopefully it happens. If it doesn't happen, I got some ideas from you today. Maybe an ice cream parlor. I might open an ice cream shop there.
Well.
I'm going to open an ice cream shop there. It's too big for an ice cream shop, 7,000 square foot, but ice cream might be one of the things we do there. Mm-hmm. We might have other kind of, maybe a bakery in the past. I don't know.
Bakery's tough. Your baker's got to get up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And start.
And then I need to build a whole kitchen for that one, which I'm not in the mood for. Ice cream, it's just a cooler.
Correct, yeah.
I just need to have a cooler and running water, and we are good.
That's why Snowbiz does so well.
Yeah.
They have so many locations that only operate for how
many
months.
Are you sure Batesburg, Leesville don't have an ice cream parlor?
Let's check it out. I definitely don't think they do.
I don't know. I never seen one, so there's a good chance they might not be one. But I think it will do very well in Batesburg. And Garachos, I'm so excited about Garachos in Batesburg. Garachos, people know it, like it already, brand recognition here. So I think Garachos will do, and I heard the people who are running it is very good operators. So
yeah, it looks like the only ice cream in Batesburg is Sonic.
That's it? Mm-hmm. Well, maybe we get an ice cream parlor on Norfolk Street, so people to go have some ice cream. And a place to sit, or both. We can have an ice cream parlor and a dance school. We don't need to pick any. We can have an ice cream parlor inside the dance school. I just have a.
I just selfishly want some Vietnamese.
I don't know. Batesburg, Leesville will handle Vietnamese.
It's not ready for it.
It's not ready for it. Lexington is ready for it, but I don't know about Batesburg, Leesville.
They just opened a great Vietnamese place off of Clemson Road called Paris Banh Mi. It's amazing.
That's not in Lexington, though.
No, it's Blythewood.
Blythewood.
Yes, it's 40 minutes from Irmo, but I drove out there just to go, and it was worth it.
My favorite Vietnamese place is 5 Points, Pho Viet.
Pho Viet is definitely the best pho in Columbia.
Sure. It's not a fancy restaurant, so don't have high expectations about the decor, but the food is the bomb.
It's the best, yeah.
Food is good. Mm-hmm. And it's my Sunday tradition to go there and eat that pho.
Yeah, they're always open on Sundays.
It's always open, and their food is the bomb. Vietnamese soup, it's my favorite food, especially in cold weather. It's just something about it. It just hits the spot. I don't know what it is, but I think that's the broth is very good for your immune system. Mm-hmm. All this. Yeah, by the way, broth is good for you. So if you ever got a cold and the flu, drink some broth.
Yeah, go see Dr. Hatemi and then get you some bone broth.
Lexington might benefit from also a good sushi place. Do we have a sushi? We have some fish spots. We have
Konnichiwa.
Tambay, Konnichiwa.
Yeah.
Gambay, and then what else? A couple other places. Couple other places. But I don't think any of them are that good. Legit. I heard about what's the one in West Columbia?
So you got Red Bull. I'm not a fan of.
Red Bull, I don't know. Red Bull I'm not a fan of neat. I ate there, but not their sushi. I think I did other stuff there. I ate other stuff. I've been there multiple times.
Sukiya, I haven't been there.
I've been there. It's good. Yeah. It's legit.
Kojiwa, and then you've got Miyabi Junior Express. I've not
been
been
to Miyabi.
And then there's Anti.
Oh, Anti. Anti is great.
Good, yeah.
Anti is a legend. ANTAI for Asian food, for Japanese sushi.
Right across from Target.
Yeah, and it's right in the same mall as Mama Rabbit and then Trevinia. And if you can find Mama Rabbit's and Trevinia, it's good. Mama Rabbit's is very good.
Yeah, Mama Rabbit's is great. I really
enjoy it. I like their food. But you might not like their politics, but their food is good.
Yeah, if you want some Southern style Italian food, then Trevinia's is where it's at. They purposefully cater to people who don't really want traditional Italian food. One of their most popular dishes is their Italian nachos.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And they have good wine selection too.
And their food's honestly great.
Antaya is good. And then Trevinia is good too. So they're both, you can go both. Or you can go, parking is little an issue in that, but if you can deal with and there was Blended Bakery there too, right?
Yeah, I think
they closed, right?
Mm-hmm. There's another sushi hibachi spot that just opened in that corner.
What do you think about the new place, Barrios? I know we have mentioned it.
I haven't been yet.
You never been there?
No.
Me neither. So we need to try that. I mean, it's packed. It's very nice decor. I mean, it looks great cosmetically. I know the drinks are good. They told me sushi taco is they call white guy's taco,
Yeah.
Like it's not a real authentic Mexican taco, but it's still okay.
Yeah, this is in downtown Columbia. There's a new Asian fusion place called Red Dragon.
How is that?
Amazing.
You liked it?
Oh, so good.
Is it like high end or like mid? Like
it's honestly
reasonable.
Not that it feels very high end, but the pricing doesn't reflect it.
Red Dragon.
Reasonably priced. Let me look at it.
Let's give the address to our audience so they can go try this place.
So it's called the Dragon Room, and it's right on Gervais Street at 803 Gervais Street. You got to check out the Dragon Room. They have so where they get you is the cocktails. They got a great bar, and they've got real signature muddled cocktails. 12, 14, $16. So you get a reasonable entree price when the food's amazing, but they get you with the drinks.
They hit
great.
You. Hey, if you have the money, go for it. Try it.
Yeah, go check out the Dragon Room. And if you don't want to spend a lot of money, just don't get any drinks. Their entrees and appetizers are so good.
I mean, downtown is good spot, like Baba's Biscuit for breakfast, Azmi's place. I mean, not Azmi's, I'm sorry, Arif's place. It's great. It's right by the amphitheater. Mediterranean Cafe. That's some good food. That's Azmi's place. Their food is amazing. Their Baba Ganoush. I traveled the whole world. It's one of the best baba ganoushs I have ever eaten. I mean, it's out of this world. Yeah. If you like eggplants,
you gotta go.
And I asked him the secret. He said he actually grows the eggplant, so it's fresh from the market. He collected it's from farm to table same day. So it was as fresh as it gets. And that baba ganoush was, I dream about it to this day. But maybe I go grab some after. Never mind. If they're not probably open right now. But, Libby's is good. If you like a fast burger, Libby's is always consistent. Body Thai.
Oh, man. Hidden gem for lunch.
Body Thai is
best
the
lunch
bomb
in town. They're amazing. It is fine dining prices you're going to catch for dinner. But their lunch menu, you get the same items, it's half price.
Body Thai is, I took my parents there. I always, when they come, I make a point to taking them there. And my parents are the pickiest eaters. I mean, 99% of the restaurants in Lexington will not pass their test. They will always hate restaurant food. But Body Thai was the only one they said that is like mind-blowing. So if you never tried Body Thai, you should try. It's expensive.
Not at lunch.
Lunch is actually, I heard, it's reasonable.
Oh, it's half price. So it's $30.
Half price.
Yeah, you might find an entree for $30, but it's going to be $15 for lunch.
Go for lunch then, and then they try the food, and I'm surprised that kind of restaurant exists in Lexington.
Yeah, it does so well. I spent 25 days in Thailand, and it's really, I enjoy American style cheap Thai food. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't take me back. But when I go to Bodhi, it starts with the drinks and the appetizers and the entrees, it really throws me right back to Thailand. It's got that fresh lemongrass, fresh ginger. Their chef is from Thailand.
Yeah, Nivit is from Thailand, yeah.
And it's just an amazing spot.
What's your favorite food there? What's your favorite entree?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I just love their curries. Their shrimp is so good. Even the pork's great.
I think I like the duck. I think duck is my favorite.
I haven't had it. I haven't gone for the duck.
Duck. I love. That's what I get every single time.
Yeah.
It's always good. Always very delicious.
Yeah, so I love some duck. I'll have to try it for sure. They don't have that one on the lunch menu.
Private property is another one, Cajun food, if you're into that kind of stuff. I like their alligators. They are pretty consistent. They're good food. I like it. If you're going to go on a little bit cheaper than Body Tie, then private property is there. What else?
I'm going to see what do you think the number one rated restaurant in Lexington is on Google?
I don't know. The Best of Lexington just came out by the Lexington Life magazine.
Oh, yeah, Trevina.
Of course, we are the best urgent care, so we made it to the list.
Nice. Yeah, Trevina, 1,500 reviews at 4.3 stars.
Really?
Yeah.
They're good, but I don't know if they're that good,
Well, they're catering to most of your folks in Lexington who are looking for like when they get there, it's not the Italian food you get at Olive Garden or even Carrabba's. It's just tailored to that Southern taste. And that's how you're really winning.
What you think about El Jimador? The owner, Francisco, is a friend of mine. I actually enjoy their restaurants are different. Believe it or not, it's the same name, but food changes from one restaurant to another. They'll have different. I really enjoy their food, actually.
I've only been to the El Jimador in Irmo, the new one. And I like that one a lot.
I go to the ones in Lexington. There are two in Lexington, one on Sunset and one right by the 378. It's very good food. I was in Seven Mares in West Grenada.
I saw your post.
Did you see that pictures?
That is another hidden gem for sure.
I tell you what, Mexican seafood. So if you like seafood, this is a restaurant you should definitely try. Seven Mares. It's right next to Barnyard Flea Market. Yep. In that shopping strip right there. I mean, the food is mind-boggling. It's good food. It's a lot of fun, and they have live music once in a while.
Yeah,
too.
They've got live music on the weekends, and it's a good spot when it's mostly Hispanic people.
It's Hispanics. Yeah. Unlike other Mexican restaurants, this one is actually patronized by the Mexican people. And that tells you a lot about the restaurant. If a Mexican chooses a Mexican restaurant, that's really authentic, good food.
Where they go to celebrate. You can see lots of birthday parties there, stuff like that.
And Fernando is the owner of that one, and he's a very good friend of mine. He's like brother to me. And on my special days, I go there. A friend of birthday was yesterday. I went there to eat.
Yeah, they used to have a whole fried tilapia, the Mahara Frita, Diablo style, but they don't do it anymore. It took it off the menu.
They did change the menu. They changed the decor. They look much nicer now.
Yeah.
They have octopus. They have calamari. I mean, their food is very good.
What was that soup that you had?
That was not my soup. My friend ordered it. My dear friend Remy ordered it. It was like seafood, it was like shrimp in it. There are scallops in it.
It looked really good.
Oh, it was good.
That broth looks incredible.
And that particular friend who ordered that soup is a food critic. He's like he knows what he orders. I mean, the guy is very picky and he is very particular about his food, and he's a great taste palate. He picks that soup in Seven Mares, so try their seafood soup. Especially when you're sick, it will bring you back to life. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel like I know food pretty well. I was a cook for 7 years. I was going through college.
You did?
Yeah.
We should do an event in that restaurant, Seven Mares. We should do a food video kind of thing.
I would love to. That'd be real fun. We should get the owner to come on the podcast.
He will come. Well. He will sit with us and his wife, and then we go through the food. And then
we can do a live podcast at Seven Mares.
Let's do it. I will make that happen.
Yeah.
I will call him, he will sit with us, and then he will go and show us all the food. And
he could walk us through everything.
Yeah, we should do a video of that. That would be a great idea. Brothers and Beer is a very good one too. If you like tacos and stuff. Tex-Mex. That's right behind my clinic. That's a great spot to eat.
Always busy.
Always busy. That guys know what they're doing, and they're very reasonable. Their price point is very good.
Mm-hmm. You got Hakito right there, which is good.
Hakito for if you like ramen. It's a little overpriced.
I agree. I went there on their 1 year anniversary a couple of months ago, and everything was half off.
Oh.
I told my friend, we go to get pho a lot in 5 Points. And I was like, hey, man, Hakito's half off. He's like, I'm driving there now.
I love their spiced ramen. That's some good ramen.
We both got $40 worth of food each.
You should definitely get it. There was a Mexican restaurant, and El Abasir, that was very good, but I don't know if they're still in business. They were kind of weird location, but it was great food. I really want an authentic taco place.
Yeah.
Like not Americanized. Like I want like Taco Naharit we have like in Ganas Ferreira.
Well, Naharit bought the land on Lake Murray Boulevard on the Irmo side of the dam.
Oh, really?
Right across from Golden Motors, the truck shop.
Really?
Yes, they've got a sign up. The sign's been up since this summer. Nothing's happened. But they did buy the land, and when that place opens, it's less than 10 minutes from my house. I'll be there all the time.
I tell you what, for good taco, I would drive.
Percival Road. It's worth it.
Percival Road? Okay.
Yeah, that's where the
existing location.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Right near Fort Jackson.
I tell you what, that place was packed when I went there. I mean, they are doing good business. So I really love that authentic taco experience to come here.
Yeah, they got voted. I don't know what the magazine was, but best taco in the U.S.
I don't know about that.
I don't know either, but I would definitely say
I don't know about
best
that.
tacos in Colombia.
You're not gonna get best tacos of the U.S. in Colombia or something. You will get it in like California or something.
I'd say it's the best tacos in the Midland by far, maybe even in the state.
There's a taco truck in West Colombia I frequent quite a bit. It's the red truck, El Pueblo Noto.
Yeah, the one across from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, it's not that across Hobby Lobby. There's no, it's not there. It's West Colombia.
Is it a permanent one?
Yeah, it's a permanent one.
Oh, yeah, and the little, it used to be a hot dog spot.
Yes, it used to be a hot dog spot.
That one's really good. I've been there late at night because they're open late on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah, I might actually go there tonight. Their tacos is the bomb.
Yeah, they're really good.
And then, I'm kind of excited. Like culinary experience, food is a very big part of my life. I chase good food. I appreciate good food. And the diversity it brings, the way it brings people, everybody appreciates good food. So it's the best way to introduce your culture. And I think Lexington is getting diversified and getting good food. Yeah,
I agree. And if you guys know anybody who owns any restaurants in Lexington who would love to come talk with us, we'd love to have them on.
Yeah, we will do a podcast. We will come to your restaurant, eat your food with you, introduce your food to people.
Yeah,
I would like
we'll tell you how we really feel about it too. So be ready.
Yeah, we're
not going to hold back.
Yeah, we're not going to hold back, but we will love to do that. I think the future is bright for Lexington. I think we're going to have a lot of good things, big things happening here. I'm excited, and it's gonna be a very nice, fun town, and it will prevent us from going downtown Columbia for big things.
That's
we want to entertain locally, eat locally, shop locally, spend locally,
and bring people in.
Bring people in, because if our restaurants are prospering, our businesses prospering, it's good for the town, because those businesses invest. They are the ones that sponsor your school. Mm-hmm. That's the ones sponsors your little junior baseball team or softball team. Yeah. They're the ones they show up in your events as a catering, and so on and so forth. So strong communities start with strong restaurants, strong small businesses that kind of anchors people into the area. And I think we are heading towards a very colorful, exciting times. And Lexington, international people here moving to, a lot of foreigners moving here too, which is great actually. Yeah. It brings international cuisine here too, not just your typical southern food. In addition to that, we might have a global international food too, and it's good for people. So let's make it happen.
That's exciting. Thanks so much for having me.
No problem, buddy. Thank you very much for having us.
Yeah, we'll see you guys on the next episode.
See you guys next episode.